Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here. For those of you who don't know, there's a television tradition in the UK that we all look forward to, and that's the John Lewis Christmas Advert. These annual commercials are a highlight for Brits each year. It's like a little treat for us as the holidays come closer. In this video, I'm going to count down my personal top 5 favourite John Lewis Christmas adverts. The ones that hit my feels the most and stood out from the rest. Yes, it's still November, but these adverts come out in November, and you know what? It's been a crappy 2020, so fudge it. I think you all deserve your YouTube Christmas content early this year. Number 5. Give a Little Love. This year's John Lewis advert could have exploited the hardships of 2020 to tug on audiences' heartstrings, but it ended up doing the right thing and gave us a commercial about sending a message of compassion to others. The animation style changes each scene, which actually really works considering the theme, as if animators are passing warm love to each other this cold winter, and each art style is a new, unique surprise. There's nothing that people need more this year than a sense of community, and this commercial embodies that sentiment with sincerity. The highlights of the advert have to be a man who can't stop laughing at a Christmas cracker joke, and a hedgehog being welcomed into a flock of pigeons. Give a Little Love comes from a creative and well-meaning place, and is exactly what was needed this year. Number 4. Moz the Monster. In this advert, a little boy struggles to sleep because of the noisy monster under his bed. He decides to befriend this creature, but their late nights together cause the boy to be too tired during the day. So the monster gifts him with a starry nightlight to help him sleep. Directed by Michel Gondry, the man behind such films as Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and Be Kind Rewind, Moz the Monster is your typical boy and his pet creature story, but there are little details that make it endearing. It turns the monster under the bed legend into something more wholesome to comfort kids, portraying Moz as this harmless goof with the same qualities as a fun older sibling. I also love how Moz takes accountability for ruining the boy's sleep and makes up for it with a scrappily wrapped present. It's an adorable advert that teaches the value of a good sleep to kids, which is an important lesson for Christmas night, and shows them that the monster they're imagining under their bed is most likely very friendly. Number 3. The Long Wait. This advert does something really special. It captures a feeling that much of Christmas media tends to ignore, just because it's a bit mundane: how time slows down while waiting for Christmas as a kid. While it is easy to enjoy the festive season, Christmas morning means so much more to kids, because adults hype it up and promise presents. When I watch this advert, I'm immediately taken back to a time when the build-up to Christmas was everything, and counting down days on your advent calendar created suspense. It's a commercial that really understands how hard it is for a child to be patient in December. There's more to the advert than that though, because you see, there's a twist. It's revealed that the boy was actually eagerly waiting to give his parents presents first. That's a really wonderful message to kids, to show them that giving can be just as rewarding as receiving. This is one of the more subtle Christmas commercials from John Lewis, one that explores a neglected aspect of childhood Christmas, while also taking a bet with the audience's expectations. Number 2. Man on the Moon. One night in December, a little girl peeks through a telescope to see an old man living on the moon, and she decides to make him feel special this Christmas. The fact that this little girl feels so much empathy for an elderly person is heart-melting. It's pure innocence. The commercial is even more powerful in a year when pensioners are at the most vulnerable and lonesome, making our sadness for this old man extra melancholic this Christmas. But luckily, the advert has a very sweet resolution, as the child sends the old man a telescope as a present, so he can see the festivities on Earth and have someone to acknowledge his existence. You're bound to break down in tears at this ending. If you can, show a lonely pensioner that they are loved this Christmas. They'll need it more than ever this year. Number 1. The Bear and the Hare. In this advert, a hare is best friends with a bear, but the bear can't enjoy the magic of Christmas each year because he has to hibernate in this season. So the hare tries to find a way to bring the festive celebrations to him once he wakes up. This is the advert that kickstarted the public's attention towards the annual John Lewis Christmas Adverts, and that's no surprise at all. It's really, really good. The animation style is incredibly unique to this commercial, combining beautifully fluid hand-drawn stop-motion characters with charming miniature sets to create something familiar yet groundbreaking, with former Disney animator Aaron Blaise leading said animation. using his experienced background in animal drawing to bring a natural quality to these critters. The relationship between the bear and the hare is inherently adorable, because it's an unlikely bond between two strikingly different animals. Plus, the hare's gesture is such a perfect and generous act of consideration. It may be only a few minutes long, but it's become a classic in British Christmas animation. I have to call it the best creative project ever marketed by John Lewis. So those were my top 5 choices for the best John Lewis Christmas adverts. Which would yours be? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious to know. Cheerio, folks.